Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, as you know, the new in-game content for the Ohio update that's coming is going to involve bounties. In this one, I'm going to be talking about why it's going to be useful to go do these bounties. Also, I'll be getting into how you do them and the price of them as well. So, yeah, I hope you find this enjoyable and consider leaving a like if you do. The support is greatly appreciated. So, first off, to be able to even find these bounties to do them, you're going to have to head over to Highway Town in the Ohio region over here at Burning Springs. When you get over here, you can head on inside and you'll find a bar called the Last Resort inside this place. This is where the Ghoul is at, aka Cooper Howard, and you go up to him and talk to him, and this is where you can get your bounties. He'll tell you about them as well. There's also a high tier premium bounty that you can do that's going to cost you 5,000 caps each time though. These are the bounties that are worth your time doing. I'll get more into why here in a little bit. There's also the Grunt Hunt bounties, which you can find on the table right next to the Ghoul once you learn about how he has these bounties for you. These Grunt Hunt bounties are free to do, and once you do trigger them, there will be a location on the map where you'll have to go to take out the bounty. These bounties are going to be way easier too, the ones that you'll have to go and take out, compared to the premium bounties. However, the rewards aren't as beneficial. That's the reason why these aren't as worth it to do. The only thing that's really worth it to do out of these, from doing these, you'll be able to farm some legendaries. You also get treasury notes, I believe. And most importantly, sometimes randomly though, you don't get this every time, you'll get a wanted poster, which getting this will save you 5,000 caps. You won't have to spend 5,000 caps to do a high tier bounty, because this wanted poster counts as a high tier bounty. You're just going to have to put the wanted poster on the bounty board that's inside Highway Town. It's right outside of the Last Resort bar. You can find it right here. So yeah, this will save you some caps if you don't have 5,000 caps to spend. This is the new in-game grind though. Now let's get into the high tier bounties, the premium ones. So how this works is the Ghoul will give you a wanted poster once you do purchase a 5,000 cap bounty. Then you'll just take that wanted poster and plop it on the bounty board right outside the bar when you want to use it. And once you do use it, it'll notify the whole server that a high tier bounty is available to go and do. So the whole server will be notified to help out against this bounty. It'll count as a public event that you go to on the map. These high tier bounties are called headhunts. And yeah, that's how it works. You just go there now and then take out the high tier bounty with the server. The reason why these are worth it is because you'll be rewarded once you do complete it 3 random 3-star legendaries. And these legendaries have a potential chance to have the new legendary effects on them. And as you know, if you break down weapons and armor with legendary effects, you'll have a random chance of getting the mods to be added into your inventory so you could put those effects on your gear. Or, if you're lucky enough, you could learn the crafting plan too for the legendary effect. So yeah, this is how you're going to be getting your hands on the new legendary effects in the game. Grunt Hunt bounties do not drop legendaries with the new legendary effects. You can only get these from the premium ones. That's the reason why these are worth it to do. You'll be able to make your character even stronger by getting your hands on these new legendary effects and adding them to your gear. If you get a mod, of course, breaking it down. You don't always get the legendary mod or learn especially how to craft these new legendary effects every time you break these down. But yeah, this is how you get your hands on new legendary effects though. Also, by doing head hunts and grunt hunt bounties, you'll unlock special outfits and camp plans too. You can find this within the challenges of Burning Springs within the main menu. Pretty awesome. Of course, also you'll be rewarded treasury notes, caps, legendary modules, etc. But the main reason why people will be grinding these high tier bounties is because of the new legendary effects you can get your hands on, and the unique camp items and outfits you can get from completing the challenges after doing a certain amount of bounties and whatnot. And these aren't going to be no walk in the park like Grunt Hunt bounties. They're going to be some tough opponents you got to take on. Yeah, it's going to be a grind to get these new legendary effects. Of course, if you get your hands on some of these legendary mods, it's definitely going to be worth it to, put on your gear. There are plenty of really useful legendary effects you'll be able to get your hands on. But yeah, anyways, now let's go and get into all of the new legendary effects you can get from doing these bounties. Keep in mind, this was Datamine by Nuke and Knights. I'll have a link down below in the description if you want to further investigate this info that I'm sharing with y'all. So starting off with the new legendary 1-star mods, we got Adrenal. This will make it so if you put it on a weapon, it'll give you plus 10% damage per kill while on a kill streak. And if you put it on an armor, it'll give you plus 10 damage and energy resistance per kill while on a kill streak. Max of 10 for your kill streak though, keep that in mind. Also to craft this, it's going to require 1 Adrenal Reaction Serum. Carrying on here to Ferals. This is also a new legendary effect you'll be able to get your hands on, and it states target kills make you go feral faster. That's what this will do. It's pretty self-explanatory. So if you're playing a ghoul, this will take 5 black titanium to craft if you do learn how to craft it. Next up here is Lucid. This is a freaking amazing new legendary effect. As you can see here, this is basically like Overeaters for the human build, except now we got something for the ghoul. As you can see here, if you put it on your armor, it will increase your damage reduction up to 6% as you fill your feral meter. That's amazing. And if you put it on your weapon, damage increases up to 40% as you fill your feral meter. Freaking amazing. This is going to be freaking awesome. And just imagine if you put this on all of your armor pieces. Once again, it's going to work just like Overeaters. And dude, having this on a weapon too will be actually beneficial. As you can see here though, and it'll also cost just 1 bobblehead medicine to craft. So pretty cool. Next up here is Sniper's new legendary effect. This will make it so you have 100% damage to distant targets, and this will require 1 bobblehead perception. Pretty cool for sniper builds out there. But anyways, carrying on here. Now, so yeah, that's all the new 1-star legendary effects. Now let's get into the new 2-star legendary effect mods you can get. As you can see here, we got first off Elementalist. This will increase all resistance by 5, and it will cost 1 bobblehead endurance to craft it if you do learn how to craft it. Keep in mind though, learning how to craft these is going to be a grind. You're going to have to break down so many. It's going to be so many bounties. You have a higher chance of getting the mod, of course. Carrying on here though, we got Fierce. Fortify limb resistance based on kill streak count, and it states 1% per kill. And to craft this, it'll take 1 bobblehead strength. Next up here is Painkiller. Gain health over time while on a kill streak. Effect becomes stronger the higher the kill streak. This will require 1 bobblehead medicine to craft if you do learn how to craft it. Next up is Pickpocketers. Not a big fan of this, but it states target kills have 50% chance to grant a low amount of caps. I mean, hey, if you're wanting to get some caps. But yeah, you can craft this 2 by 1 bobblehead caps once you do learn how to craft it once again. And lastly here we got Rushing. Gain action points over time while on a kill streak. Effect becomes stronger the higher the kill streak. Yeah, this actually sounds pretty awesome, especially for VATS builds. And it'll require 1 bobblehead agility to craft. So a couple pretty good ones there out of 2 stars. Next up here is the new 3-star legendary effects mods. Starting off here with Active, max AP increase by plus 20. Nice. Putting this on all of your armor pieces could be pretty handy. But yeah, it states 1 bobblehead agility to craft this. Next up here is Barbarian. 1 strength per kill on a kill streak, max of 10. And it'll cost 1 bobblehead melee to craft. I could see that being useful for melee builds. Next effect is Glowing. Ghoul. As a ghoul, target kills increase glow by a small amount. Pretty good, yeah. That's solid. If you're a human, target kills increase rads by a small amount. 20 rads. But yeah, it takes 1 bobblehead science to craft this. Next up here is Healthy. Max HP increased by plus 20. 1 bobblehead endurance to craft that. And Reflex. 2% evade. 1 bobblehead agility to craft that. That seems pretty solid too. But yeah, hopefully this helps give you guys some insight over what these new bounty hunts will be about. But yeah, I'm out of here though, everyone. As always, most importantly, I appreciate y'all taking the time watching and listening. Until next time, guys, peace.